Okay, hi folks. Today I'm going to give a quick introduction on how to use SharePoint to better collaborate within our team. So hopefully this is of some use. And what I'd um, like to encourage is for us to start using the power of SharePoint and the collaboration ability of working on documents and collaborating and versioning in here, which I'll explain, and then maybe avoid emailing a bunch of documents around and things like that. So first off, what I'm going to do is upload a document. So I think we all know how to do this. So I'm just going to upload here. I'm going to choose a document that I have here. See if I can find it. I think I named it test123. I'm going to do that. I can, provide some comments here. I'm going to say this is the first version, and I'm not overriding a version or anything like that, so I can just leave all the defaults there. Okay, so once that version is uploaded, I can give it a title, Testing SharePoint. All right, and I can check in. Okay. Okay, there's this concept of checking in and checking out when you're collaborating on a document. Okay, so I see that this document, test123, is uploaded by me. And look right here. When I upload it, the first thing that happens is it creates a minor revision. So this is all SharePoint controlled. So all this versioning is SharePoint controlled. So any dot release, any minor release or minor version, however you want to say it, is not viewable by anyone except for folks who have rights, contribute rights inside the SharePoint site. Okay, so let me say that one more time. Any document that is a dot release will not show up for other people. Only major versions will show up. So a 1.0 would show up. So in other words, I just uploaded this document. If anyone in Verizon, if I would point them to this site and say, "Hey, go look at test123. That's the document you need," they won't see it. Now, let's continue. And maybe this was a new document. I'm collaborating with my colleagues here, and I need them to take a look at it. Maybe it's going to go. John Barfoot needs to look at it, so he can pull it up, and all he needs to do is do one of several things. He can click on it. He can check it out. Easiest thing is to check out. Now, do I want to read only, or I want to check out and edit? No, I want to check out and edit. Now, one of the neat things here, if you want to edit offline, you can check this. If you check that, what's going to happen is it's not only going to check it out from SharePoint so no one else can edit it, but it's also going to put it in your SharePoint's draft folder in your documents library. Okay, it'll show up right in here. Okay, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to I'm going to edit it real quickly. If you're going to have it checked out overnight or something like that, it's best to use your local drafts folder, because then you kind of detach from SharePoint. It gets checked out and checked out to you on SharePoint, but it's a local copy. It stays with you until you check it in, and no one else can edit it until you check it in. Okay, I'm going to say okay here. Okay, I paused the video quickly so you don't have to wait for that coming up. It's a few seconds. And here's my document. Now I can make some edits here, change some fonts or what have you, or add some text. And after I do this, then I can save it. So I can just save it right here. Okay. And maybe I can continue to edit it. And I can save it again. Okay, now let's just go take a look back here what's happened on SharePoint here. You can see that it's already incremented a minor revision. Okay, because it's checked out to me. It knows I'm editing it. It knows I've saved it. Now, it's important to note again, it's a minor revision. That means no one can see the document yet, because when we have a 0 as the major revision, no one can see it. It's not a released document yet, in other words. Okay, so maybe I'm done with this. Anson edited it, or Mark, and now I'm John, and I edited it, and I provided my 2 cents, and I can now release it. I want to release this document. All I have to do is close, and it's going to ask me, do I want to check it in? And I'll say yes. Do I want to check in another minor version, or do I want to go ahead and publish this document now? Well, let's say I want to publish this document now. And let's say I'm going to just put some notes here, first release, and I'm going to say OK. The file gets checked in. Okay, now I'm going to refresh the screen just so this happens a little bit quicker. And you'll see there, it's checked out. Now we're going to see that it's not checked out any longer. I don't have the little green little arrow. It's not checked out to me anymore. Last one that modified it was Anson Garcia, and now I have a major release. Okay, now everybody in the company can see, if you point them to this website, they'll be able to see that version of the document. Okay, so now I'm going to do one more thing. Let's say we started collaborating on the document again, and somebody else. I'm going to do that. I'm going to pause the video real quick. All right, I'm back. I'm going to collaborate some more on it, and I'm going to go ahead and save that. All right, then I'm going to go ahead and exit. All right, and let's say, yes, I do want to check it in now, but I want to do a minor revision. I want to send it to a colleague or tell a colleague to go ahead and go edit this document, provide their input. So I'm not going to do a major, I'm going to do a minor, and I'm going to say OK, and I don't want to keep it checked out. Go ahead and check it in. Okay, I didn't refresh that. That's why you didn't see it checked out. I'm going to refresh this page real quick, and you'll see it's incremented to 1.1. Now, if somebody calls me and says, "Hey, I'm looking at test 1, 2, 3, and I don't know, on page 2 it says something or other. Can you take a look at that?" Well, as an editor of this document, I need to make sure that I understand that what everyone else is going to see is 1.0. They're only going to see the major releases. Right? This is a minor release. It's in draft form right now. So all I need to do is go and look at my version history. Now this keeps a version, and what we have it set at right now is 5 versions. It'll keep 5 versions of minor releases and 5 versions of major releases. So we can always go back. These versions are kept in the database. They're backed up nightly and all that stuff. So we can always rest assured that we can go back to this particular, any particular version. So the last released major version is right here. Okay, so then I can interact with this version if I need to view it, or maybe I need to restore it or something like that. But if I need to view it, I can take a look at it. All right, and I don't want to view it. But if I were, again, needed to answer some questions on someone else who was using the last major release, everyone else in Verizon, versus the people who have edit rights or contribute rights to this site, which see the minor releases also in draft format, then I could do this. All right. So hopefully that gives you a little guidance. You can kind of play around, and don't be afraid to throw some test documents in there and play around a little bit. You can even make a folder if you want, and make your own folder or something like that. So anyway, hopefully this helps you out a little bit to understand how this all works, and cleans up our inboxes a little bit, and also allows us to ensure that we're not editing on top of each other or editing the same document at the same time. If something's checked out here and I need to go check if I see that John or Scott or Mark is editing something, then I know I need to go on to something else. That document is still under their control. They're still editing it. And again, you have all those Office features, track changes and all that if you want to do that, if that's going to be part of the editing process. So hopefully this helps you.